The senior class is such a special class. They have really set that standard of what it means to be an excellent program.
We've been really successful these past 3 years. Ultimately, it's about grit. I would love to see the program continue to attract players that are willing to put themselves on the line for their teammates and put everything they have onto the pitch.
Everyone, not only in the senior class, but around us, buying into their own individual ownership of the culture. Each individual showing up every day and bringing that energy.
I want to show up for my seniors because they've showed up for me. As a first year, I think the thing that I've admired most about the senior class is definitely the way they buy into our team. They are incredibly committed. They really want this team to succeed, and they've always wanted everyone to do well. They've always been, someone you can rely on.
I think something that we talk about a lot is the fact that we want to consistently set the standard.
Insurance, Tiana Padilla trying to put the crimson on her back on an Ivy League title quest, and she gets the try.
So each year is a new year, and each year we want to raise that bar, and each year we want to peak on a new mountain.
Something that was great about our 7th season is that showing that we could, maybe not have the greatest start, but then get to such an incredible height. It's easy to be so result focused and be go undefeated, never lose, but losing is what makes you better. It's those little moments where you realize, okay, what did we need to fix?
That constant want for more is something that really drives us. So I think that motivation to consistently set that standard for our team, but also for women's college rugby is something that really drives us.
I think it's special to be able to come onto a team like Harvard, who obviously is excelling on the other side of the river with academics, and also being able to walk into a team like Harvard Women's Rugby and feel we're also leading the charge and you have to choose between the two, being able to have the best of both worlds.
They've just taught me so much about, playing rugby, but also about what it means to be a great teammate.
To look back that we came here and changed the program and did all these things as a group, I have no words. I don't know. It's just so cool. I'm just so glad that we continue to hold ourselves to our standard, and no matter what, we know what we're capable of, and it shows because, we're such a competitive program, so it's great.